Hello everybody and welcome back to another Figurehead Reviews video, and today we are looking at the M'Baku Wave Black Panther from the recent Black Panther Wave 2 series of Marvel Legends. Here we have the figure displayed in the front window with the Black Panther movie logo down there at the bottom. We get a logo at the top. We get some artwork here of the Black Panther on the side and as well as on the back. We do have all the other figures needed in this wave to complete the M'Baku Build-A-Figure, and at the top we do have the read-up. After the death of his father T'Challa must assume the Black Panther mantle as the next king of Wakanda. And down here at the bottom we do have the UPC code, so you can check with your local retailer to see if they have this in stock. But enough about that, let's get this open and take a look at the Black Panther. And here is the Black Panther outside of the packaging, and very cool looking figure. I love that we got the updated Chadwick Boseman head sculpt with it, but it does use the older style. If I'm not mistaken, this is the same as the Civil War body. We don't have the butterfly joints at the shoulders, and we get some similar paintwork and stylings of that first figure. So it's kind of a reissue of sorts, which is sort of a downer. He does not come with any accessories. He does come with the extra head there, of course. But we'll go ahead and take a look at the head sculpts, and then we'll take a better look at the figure. And taking a look first here at the Chadwick Boseman head sculpt that comes with him. And yes, I do have a pretty unfortunate defect there by his left eye. I did kind of try to pick at it a little bit, but yeah, that's going to be stuck on there, which is a little bit of a downer. I had these ones shipped in, so unfortunately I didn't get to inspect or pick which one had the better look on it. But yeah, it's a little flashing. You can see where I kind of tried to pick at it, but whatever. Aside from that, though, we do have a wonderful looking head sculpt again with great paint, especially with that photorealism again. You get a little bit of a smirk with this head sculpt compared to the Vibranium head sculpt, which is a much more plain look. And again, you can see how that photorealist paint is done there with the dots. But yeah, looking good. A little sloppy on the hairline there. Yeah, otherwise not too shabby. If you did want to, you can actually take the head from the Vibranium energized one and pop that on for a more calm looking Chadwick Boseman head sculpt if you wanted to. It does fit, and vice versa. You can take this head and put it on the Vibranium energized one. But then let's just go ahead and take a look now at the actual Black Panther head sculpt. There we go. And yeah, very cool looking, good looking head sculpt. Not too dissimilar from what we've seen before, and actually I'll do a comparison here shortly with the Civil War Black Panther, because I'm pretty sure this is the same body mold and everything. But the deco looks good. Everything's not looking too bad. As we move down the figure, again, similar to the Vibranium one, I love that we can see that texturing inside there. I think that is really cool, and actually a lot of details that you wouldn't otherwise notice kind of at a first glance. I mean, you even have like those little triangle textures there on the inside of some of those pieces. So a lot of subtle details there in that suit, and I think that is really, really cool. Going down more, again, very light on the deco, silver and such. This one does not come with any extra hands. You do get these open hands. However, if you did want to, you can take a fist from the Black Panther, the Vibranium Black Panther, and you can pop that on, and that actually looks just fine. So if you did want to have fisted hands and you happen to have both of these, those pieces are all interchangeable between the two. So that's kind of a bonus that you can do that if you want. And then looking down, though, we get no additional deco down the rest of the figure. There's no silver anywhere, just more of the texturing. And look, even right there on the leg, again, you got the little triangle pieces. That's kind of cool. Yeah, runs down. And then there's his feet. So the feet are different on this one compared to the Vibranium charged one. We actually have individual toes versus like ninja feet on this one. But yeah, not a bad looking figure. And here actually really quick, so there is the MCU Civil War Black Panther that we got in the Giant Man wave a while ago, right next to this current Black Panther. And can you tell which one is which? Can you tell? How about now? Yeah. Very, very similar. This one here that I just moved over to the left is actually the Civil War Black Panther, and then this is the current wave. And they didn't even really do a repaint. Like, this is Yeah, this is just a almost straight up reissue. You get a little different shade of silver, but that is about it. And the eyes are painted a little bit differently. They're a little thinner in this one. So yeah, kind of a downer that it's very much a reissue. So one area that it definitely excelled in though is yeah the head sculpt that we had originally gotten for Chadwick Boseman, which arguably is just some generic black guy. Compared to the current one, obviously leaps and bounds improvement. So that is definitely very nice to have. And looking at the scale here, we can see that this Black Panther is just a little over 6 inches tall, so pretty average size. We have a head that can go side to side. It can look down pretty far, and it can look back pretty far as well. We get arms that come up at about not quite 90 degrees. You're going to start digging in, yeah, right about there. You're going to start digging into the plastic. You do have, of course, rotation, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. You do have a hinge and rotation on the hands. You can go down quite a ways with the ab crunch, way far back and so far that you actually lose the sculpt work there. But yeah, wow. And then you do have waist articulation, legs that can go apart that far, kick forward that far, back not very far, upper thigh cut, double jointed knees, and then you do have a hinge and ankle pivot. And for a quick comparison, here is the evolution of the MCU Black Panthers. You have the Civil War Black Panther, the Wave 1 Black Panther figure, and then you have the two from the current wave. And for another quick comparison, here is the evolution of the Chadwick Boseman head sculpt, starting all the way back with Civil War, Black Panther Wave 1, and the current one. And honestly, when you look at this, it looks like three completely different people. I'm still not convinced that the first one was even any attempt to try to look like Chadwick Boseman. I think it was just a generic look and could serve to be like an unmasked comic book version. But otherwise, great improvement overall throughout the years. And finally, here we have everybody displayed together that came in this wave. We have the two Black Panthers on the left, Claw M'Baku, the Dora Milaje, Killmonger, and T'Chaka. And that about does it for this review, everyone. And overall, I am really bummed out that we just got a reissue of an older figure. That's never really cool. At the very least, you want a repaint or some sort of significant difference that makes the new one worth getting. And with this one, the only real saving grace is that you do get that extra head sculpt that looks more and more like Chadwick Boseman. However, you can get a good Chadwick Boseman head sculpt with that vibranium-powered Black Panther as well. So really, if you're not building M'Baku and you don't need that Chadwick Boseman head sculpt, this is probably an easy pass for a lot of people. But I mean, it is kind of cool. I don't mind having an extra Black Panther to display in some of the poses. I've been wanting to use this throne from the Snoke figure to see how it would look with Black Panther, and I don't know, it doesn't look too bad here. So, but anyway, as I said, that is it for this review, guys. I do appreciate you sticking around and watching the video. If you liked this review, please hit that thumbs up button. Hit subscribe for more content just like this. I'm looking forward to making more videos. And aside from that, thanks for stopping by and have a great day.